Sherbert Nader. Sherbert Ice Cream Nader.
Sonic Slush Ice Cream.
Sonic Slush Ice Cream Shake thingies. Tell your wife to get us one. Along with a fan.
I will if she figures it.
I don't understand why Spoons doesn't sell ice cream down here. We make a lot more money.
I forgot I can go over to the place and get ice cream for $1.
Yeah, but they don't have any good shit.
They get Klondike bars, don't they?
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, the real question you have to ask is... Yes, a fucking 4S, people. God damn it. Do you think people all upgrade their phones to the iPhone 79s Plus maximum curved LCD back panel explosion, no touch button back?
Explosion in my pants.
In Micah's pants explosions? I don't know. People want the contacts off here. What can I do? I'm not going to say no. Chat's all pissed off that I'm working on an old phone.
I am too pissed.
This thing is full of grossness, I'll tell you that much.
I'm so pissed off that you're working on an old phone. You can't be a
What's good, Siri? Oh, nothing right now. I can't even work. My phone won't turn on. This thing looks like it's full of fucking jizz.
Butt jizz.
Butt jizz. Evidently.
I said so.
Micah said so. There's a pube in here. A couple Klondike bars for Micah. What would you do? Turn on the preheater.
Smash your fucking head in with a rock and rape your mother.
Yeah, I'd turn the preheater on the ultrasonic if we have any water left in it.
You're gonna run that bitch dry.
The only 4S that's good is a Porsche. I don't know.
No.
Porsche kind of shitty too.
No.
Is there any water?
Yeah.
How dirty is it?
It's pretty dirty.
Yeah. I need to clean that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Use one of your mama's douches on it.
I did. I did put my mama's douches on it.
Christopher, I need you to help me with my douche.
That's gross. We have a friend that's Hispanic, and when he tries to say Porsche, he says porch.
Porch?
It's pretty funny. He's a really smart guy, though. He knows how to work on a lot of cars. He just says porch, and it makes me chuckle.
Yeah, man. You know how to work on Porsche? Porch?
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 Is this a porch?
Portugal?
Because my buddy has a old 911 air-cooled.
That overheats and dies all the time?
That overheats and dies all the time. No, it doesn't overheat and die all the time. It's beautiful. Porn stash? Is that porn stash? Pornch?
Punch.
Poncho? This guy said that you correctly say Porsche as pornch.
That guy doesn't know much of nothing.
Pornch.
It's Porsche, so you have to say it longer so people overhear you.
It's
more.
Porsche.
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 Whichever way you say it has to be longer so people overhear you
Yeah.
saying that you own a Porsche.
I have a Porsche.
Yeah.
The greatest thing is you can buy the.
Did you say you own a Porsche?
Did you drive a Porsche? You can buy the Porsche Boxer for like absolutely nothing, and people are like,
No,
"Oh my God, he's got a Porsche."
It's the same thing as a the Cayman.
Micah, spit it out before you choke on it, sir.
It's the same thing as a Cayman.
You're a Cayman.
You're a Cayman.
You
I
are.
take your mom to the Cayman
Islands? Damn.
and she did not enjoy it.
Why?
It destroyed that butt.
The butt.
The butt.
Just the butt?
Just the butt destroyed it.
Only butt stuff.
Only butt stuff. Beef stew.
Beef stew.
That's what came out.
That's kind of gross. I don't know why you stuck your dick in there.
No, it is afterwards.
Oh, you made beef stew.
No.
Oh, no?
She made beef stew.
She made beef stew? I don't even know what this story's about anymore, Micah.
I kind of told you.
Yeah? Is it about beef stew?
Yeah. Coming out
What's up, Overdick? Overdick, your joke is so old, somebody said it when Jesus was still
I
alive.
remember whenever I had my first beer.
I remember when I had my first beer. Hey, Overdick, why don't you find me my fucking cases, bro?
That's what I want to know too.
We got a fancy smanchy setup going up and no cases to put in it. Bet a couple cases pull premium before Race Wars. Man, it's gross in there. Look at that shit. Fucking nasty. Much higher trend. Oh yeah, dude. I'm a pretty car enthusiast. Pretty good with my cars. I'm a pretty one.
You're a pretty car enthusiast.
You want to kiss me?
No, I don't.
Oh. I'm a pretty girl. I have mucho car enthusiasm. Yeah, that's right, Oberdick. Can't say nothing. Just sitting up in your little castle, looking down on us peons.
I would too if I had the last name Overdick.
I would too. There's a poster in the Tennessee halls of their legislative body, and we were looking at the names, and one of the names on there was Underwood.
Underwood.
So I told Michael he needs to marry that lady. That way it can be the Oberdick Underwood wedding. The Oberdick Underwood. What do you think about the E16.5? I think that most German cars are highly overpriced. Although you do always get the top of the line luxury. The M series is always obviously fast, but they tend to have a lot of issues too. So I've got a friend that has a turbocharged, what is it, E40 something, E46 or 40 or something. I don't know which one it is, but he's got a fully built like 700 horsepower turbocharged motor in his, and he just has nothing but problems. He's had problems since it was stock, and now it's highly modified, so the problems are just multiplied. Alright. Micah's got problems from multiplying.
I have the same problem. I have a rotary.
Yeah, this is for data. We're having dinosaurs today? No, dinosaur... What would it be? Dinosaur juice? What would be dinosaur juice? Salmon. Alright, what the fuck's going on here? Boost.
Oh boy.
Get that boost.
Who's got boost?
I don't know. They're talking about turbocharged vehicles or something.
You ain't got no boost, Chris.
I wish I had boost. I used to have boost.
I got boost.
I used to have a fun little boosted car, and I sold it, and then I bought another car and swapped it with a LS1, and blew the LS1 up, and then swapped it with a even bigger motor, and then sold it because I wanted to go faster, and now I don't have anything fast, and I drive around an Audi every day.
Look at me and my Audi.
Look at me and my Audi. The only good thing about it is you can't get stuck.
Oh, yeah, I can get you stuck in.
Micah,
I
you're a piece of shit truck. Alright, I think that filter is now on there good enough that it'll work. I don't know about the rest of this shit, but I need to clean up that joint on the front side here. Highest Chris sniffing flux. Audi what? A6 Quattro V8. V8. It's slow as piss. If it didn't have the V8, it'd probably be even slower. I can't complain too much. I didn't pay shit for it. This whole fucking line is fucked. Look like dog dick. That'll work. I really wanted to buy that S5, but it was not a good deal.
It was not a good deal?
No. I mean, it was a good deal price-wise, but for the car itself, it wasn't. It had a little more wrong with him than originally told.
That's not good.
No, it's not. I don't know what the fuck they spilt on here, but it's like a gray, goopy, sticky solution.
I can tell you that you don't want me.
It's probably jizz. Micah's jizz. Explains why it's so gray. Well, that's nice. That test pad's gone. Wonder if we still have continuity there. Worst gas mileage? I'm not overly concerned with gas mileage. Especially since my past cars have, on a good vehicle, my past cars maybe got in the mid-20s on the highway. They made 500 horsepower, but they also got shit gas mileage. This one, I'm not sure what I'll charge. On some of these jobs, especially older phones, like, I don't charge a whole lot on them because most people don't want to pay for them, and to me, I use some of these as honing my skills. Like, if I spend an hour on this and make $80, I'll be perfectly okay with it if it's nothing crazy. Now, if it's like crazy amounts of work that have to be done to this board, I'm not going to sink my time into it. I know a lot of places probably charge a lot more for data recovery stuff, and that's fine. They can get that money. I can't get it, so. Alright, here. Martin, data recovery is not so much about what the phone's worth. I mean, you look at Jessa's recovery, she charges like $300 to $400 for data recovery. Like, iPhone 6, you can buy one for $300. It's not necessarily about the device, it's the information on it that they want. This one, I am not concerned with making the phone work. Like, as a whole. I just want it to turn on to the point where I can hook it up to iTunes and pull the information off. And then I'm done with this phone. I have no more interest in it.
What kind of flavor do you want?
What do they have?
I don't know.
Cherry.
Cherry, that's okay.
Alright, so I'm going to go throw this in the ultrasonic and then come back. Be right back. McKenna. Look at McKenna, Micah. Look at her. She got her squirrely.
I see that.
My dog's over here sleeping on her bed with her squirrel. She got a little stuffed squirrel curled up next to her. Nope, people do not back up stuff. Although, honestly, I mean, some people don't know how to or whatever. The only thing we fix on iPhone 4s is if somebody just really wants to keep it. We've done screens. We do screens for $45 US. We do charge ports on them for like $35. And batteries for $25, so that's about it. There is a lot of people that hang on to devices. I mean, we still see iPhone 4. Somebody brought in an iPhone 3GS the other day. One guy brought us in an iPod original iPod, like the first one, that he still had and was still using. He had dropped, or it had gotten rained on, and we took it apart and found a shorted cap on it and removed the cap, and it worked again. So some people just don't care. He said that he wasn't concerned about the device. He said, I just have a lot of music and I really don't feel like trying to find it all again. He was like, it's stuff that I've had forever, so I'd rather just get it back. So really, people will work on things no matter how old or outdated they are. We try to talk people out of work on stuff like that. Like if they don't need data off of it, we'll tell them that it's just not worth putting money into. But some people don't. They don't care. They just want to get it fixed. Mega beard.
My wife's the biggest bitch in the world!
What happened?
It was off the show.
I'm gonna link her straight to this video, and I'm gonna put a little subtext so she can click on the exact moment when you said that. Yeah, Eddie, I got video driver and everything's working now. It doesn't crash anymore. I actually had to reinstall Windows to get it to work. For some reason, Windows was blocking ZXW from working on my computer. It was blocking, what else was it fucking with? Microscope camera wouldn't work half the time. the video driver would crash all the time, and the DC power supply that I have over here where it's down in the bottom corner there, it wouldn't recognize it. So like when I would click connect, instead of showing you on screen where it turns on and shows me the voltage. So I can set my voltage here. We'll set this to 4.2. Stupid thing always changes my camera on me. So where I can change the voltage and stuff. And I can go over here and apply it, and then I can turn it on from here. So it's turned on now, I can turn it off. It wouldn't do any of that stuff. What's up, Tarman? Windows 10. Let's see, you got about 1 more minute on this in the ultrasonic. I've got a Circuit Specialist PPS 2116A programmable DC power supply with a USB output. Mike is getting a phone call.
Hello? Like an oscillating fan.
Like the one I have.
Like the one that Chris has here. It's just
It's
like
a Walmart.
fan.
Yeah, it's just a Walmart tower
yeah,
fan.
just Walmart brand. They, you know, it won't be like this big fan.
Alright, I'm gonna go pull this board, see how it looks.
It's $39.
$39.
Do they have a box fan?
Mike is cheaping out.
How much is the box fan?
Mike is cheaped out. I was like, I ain't got no $35.
It's a good box fan. It's something to keep me cool.
Mike, like, I ain't got no $35.
Yeah, box fan's good.
Mike ain't got no $39.
Pedestal fan. What's a pedestal fan? What's it look like?
Like the one that Drew has. The one
Oh,
that
okay,
Drew
yeah. That'll be fine. Yeah, get one of those. It'll oscillate.
has.
Alright.
Mike is gonna pull all the papers off the disc.
I'm gonna blow the papers off the desk here. Alright, I love it. Right back.
Okay. She's so like uninterested.
I know she
Okay.
doesn't care about what I do with it. What's the biggest bitch in the universe?
Yeah. Let's drop it.
Don't drop it, please.
Put the note screen up. Plus, or back last week.
I ain't busting it.
Woo!
What are you gonna bust?
Recommend looking up the program on MajorGeeks.com. Stop Windows 10 spying. Alright, I'll look that up.
Windows 10 spy?
Link for it? eBay. Alex? eBay. Search it. PPS 2116A. It should bring it up. They're like $109 or something like that. It's got 5 preset programmable switches. So you can program your DC power supply to presets, so you don't have to sit there and every time you want a different voltage, like click the button or turn the fucking knob or whatever. I just click one button and it switches. Alright, so after ultrasonic, let's take a look around the board and see how it looks. It looks pretty good. So let's look down here. Got a few burned components, but nothing crazy. That all cleaned up really nicely. Over here we have our burnout. Looks like we need to get a burn off end here on this cap. It's fucking gone. We'll take that off so it's not causing any problems. Because last thing I need is something causing issues. This cap here looks corroded, but looks like it's still there. We can probably reflow that one.
Fuck.
What'd you do?
Fuck me.
What'd you do?
Left the pick separating the battery.
Dummy.
And then I remembered it.
Dummy. At least you didn't fucking mat the LCD down.
Fucking mash you down in here. Go where I want you to go.
Alright, so that cleaned up nicely. We got a nice shiny end now. What's that? The DC power supply? Yeah, I had one of the... we still have it here. It's not a bad power supply, the one with the knobs where you have to turn them, but it's just fucking annoying when you're trying to set different voltages. When you have the one you can program it, it's you push one button to switch, so it's much easier, less time consuming, and you know that your voltage and amperage are going to be set properly every time. Alright, so those cleaned up nicely. This cap probably needs to come off. Let's see if I can get through this underfill. There we go. It hit the wall. I just heard it hit the wall over there.
Ping.
Yes, that is correct price. $109, free shipping. What did I do before I worked on phones? I went to school for originally graphic design. Got told by teachers that even though I was in advanced art classes all through high school and was told to be in them by the teachers because they felt that I was decent at art, the college professor that I had for my drawing class told me that I was not good, so which was fine. I didn't think that I was the best or anything, but he was just a real dick about it. So after I put in like 22 hours on my final project, one of the guys I was friends with in class, he came in that morning and was like, man, I fucking forgot all about it. And I was like, well, what the fuck did you do? So he shows me this picture that looked like a fucking 5-year-old drew it, and we were fucking busting out laughing in the hallway because we both knew that he was just going to get fucked and get like a D or an F or something on it. Well, we get our grades in, and mine, which I didn't think it was great or anything, but I thought it was okay, maybe B work. We got our grades in, and I got a C, and he got a C. And so I was kind of pissed off about that because mine, not saying it looked great or anything, but it was far considerably better than what he had done. And so I went and talked to the teacher about it, and he pretty much insulted me and said that some of us are not as good at art as we think we are. And I said, sir, I don't think I'm good at art. I just find it very odd that I put in time and that my friend here who didn't got the same grade as me. So he said there was nothing he could do about it, that all grades were final. So I went and talked to the director of the art department. And the director of the art department told me that he agreed with him that some of us aren't as good as art as we think we are, even though he hadn't seen the work that was done, and that maybe I should do something else if that's how they felt about it or something. I was like, art in general is objective, so I don't know how you can say what's good and what's not. I mean, you can tell what has work and who has talent, but I mean, art in general is just an opinion. So I was like, I felt like it was just kind of stupid that the opinion of the teacher, no matter how much time was put into it, is the ultimate decider on a piece of artwork. So I dropped out of the graphic design stuff and went into the mechanical engineering courses. I did very well in engineering. I was an AB student in engineering classes. I really enjoyed doing it, but could not pass the calculus classes that were required. you had to average a B in calculus, and I was averaging a C. So that was not going to pass. And I did that for... I did college for 5 years. And then after that, I just kind of got burnt out on it. I didn't feel like I enjoyed the engineering stuff, but I didn't feel like it was for me anymore. So I took time off and started working on the side with my buddy on cars. That was just kind of my hobby that I turned into a way to make money for a while. Then I got a job at a factory and worked at a factory for a while, for about a year, and then got fired because I had an accident at work, and they said that it was because of neglect, that I was purposely neglectful doing my job, which was bullshit. But I was actually doing someone else's job at the time and got fired because I got done with what I was supposed to do and then went and did what somebody else was supposed to do. And when I went to do that, I had an accident, hit a cart, and because I hit one of the carts, which didn't do any permanent damage to anything, I was considered to be neglectful, and they fired me. So after I got fired, I worked at what type of factory? It was a diaper factory, actually. We have a factory here that makes they used to make baby diapers, but they make adult diapers still. So decent paying job. I made almost $16 an hour driving a fork truck around. But did that for a while, got fired, pissed off that getting fired after I spent a year with the company, didn't miss a single day, and they just let me go immediately. So after that, I didn't work for anybody. Well, I worked for a bar. I worked as a bouncer for a year and a half, 2 years, just to make money on the weekends, and then did the car stuff again. And then after that, when the bar was going to close down, I decided that I was going to start my own business. And I had already worked on phones before. I've always liked to work on electronics. In the car stuff, that I always did the wiring and stuff for that. So I understood how to read a schematic, but I didn't understand how most of these components worked. And I started working on iPhones and MacBooks out of my house after watching Lewis's video. That's pretty cool, Bobby. The line that we have here, the one that I worked at, they now have a lot of Japanese workers, since they have a company in Japan and here. So they exchange workers from here and Japan.
Alright, you want me to open up the Note 5 or do you want me to do the other iPhone?
Go ahead and just open Note 5 up.
Where's
See it right here. See if you can see anything. I think it's got corrosion on the LCD because it'll flicker if you hit the power button, but it won't. He said sometimes the screen will stay on, sometimes it won't.
Sometimes.
Same, but different.
Sometimes.
Somewhat interesting, I guess. I don't know.
So what was your project drawing? What was it?
We had to do a self-portrait in a way that was descriptive of, like, it had to be not just a self-portrait, it had to be in a form that was
like an abstract form?
Yeah, some type of abstract or just an interpretation form. And I drew my self-portrait as me looking into a mirror that was on the ground that had been broken into pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had, like, where it looked like people had walked across it. And we had to use 5 different mediums on it. So we had to use, like, I used pencil, charcoal, acrylic paint, like pastels, and some other shit.
Yeah.
So I did all that, and it looked okay. I'm not very good at self-portraits anyways. I could always do landscapes. That was about the only thing I was really good at. But my buddy did his, and he did it in pencil only. And It looked like him holding a sword, but it looked like a third grader drew it.
I'm a ninja.
That's why we laughed so hard about it, because he was like, dude, he's like, I'm going to get an F. And I was like, let me see it. And he was like, no, it's fucking terrible. He's like, I did it outside before I came in here. I was like, well, let me see it. And he showed it to me. We were fucking cracking up laughing at it. And then the next week we got our grades back, and I was like, what'd you get? I was like, did you get an F? He's like, no, I got a C somehow. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, he was like, what'd you get? I was like, I got a C also. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, dude, that's fucking shitty. I was like, yeah. It's pretty funny. I got a laugh out of it. The teacher really didn't like me. He pissed me off one time in class. There was that's probably where it stems from, because I kind of fucking mouthed off him. There were some kids behind me in class one day that they were fucking talking, and he looked at me and told me to stop. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about? I was sitting in the front of the class and nobody next to me, like everybody was behind me. And he was like, stop talking. I was like, I'm not talking to anybody. I was like, I'm sitting right here. There's no one around me. They're behind me. I was like, I'm not talking to anyone. It was the people behind me. And he was like, well, whoever it is, stop. I was like, all right. So, fucking like 10 minutes later, they start talking again. He turns around. He's like, I told you to be quiet. I was like, dude, I'm not fucking saying anything. Like, I cussed him out in class. I was like, it's the fucking people behind me. I was like, stop fucking yelling at me. And then after that day, he did not like me. So. He got pissed off when I called him out. He's like, if you're going to sit here and talk to me like that in class, just get out. I was like, dude, I'm not fucking talking. I was like, if you're going to call somebody out, call the people out that are doing it. He's like, well, just sit there and be quiet. I was like, dude, I'm not saying anything. Don't fucking... Yeah. It is. I kind of realized that, too, after doing all that stuff, that graphic design just not a field that's very friendly. You gotta be really good at it, and I'm average at best.
I'm average at best too. That's why I never pursued.
See if I can fucking plug this in. There we go.
Do anything like that.
All right, so let's see. What's our cable here look like? Oh, it looks okay. Let's see if we can get some power out of this bitch. Or if we got a dead short or something. Cutthroat. It is a cutthroat industry. That's for damn sure. Work for anyone in electronic repair trade? No, I didn't work for anybody in electronic repair. I just started doing it out of my home because somebody brought me a MacBook. Well, I worked on several iPhones. Like I did iPhone 3, 3G screens and iPhone 3GS and 4s. Just to make a little extra money when I was... in college. I just fixed them on the side because I can kind of look at things and figure out how they work, so it wasn't terribly hard to figure out how to do a screen. After that though, when I got fired and then worked for a little while and then lost my job again because they closed, I got tired of just working for people.
Where are those ones?
I got tired of working for people, so I decided I was going to do my own shit. Alright, so the phone is on, but I don't have any display. Or I think it's on. Let me check. It's pulling correct amperage for being on. But I have no... Oh, I have no backlight. I can see the Apple logo, just no backlight.
Oh, no, you only got one of these.
That works. So I should be able to get the data off as long as the touch works. I got an Apple logo on the screen, but just no backlight. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me see if I can catch it. It's right in there. Yeah, I don't think you can see it. It's just... the light just doesn't cooperate with that shit. Let me see if you can catch it on this camera. Yeah, there you go. You can see the Apple logo. It's right there. It just faded out, so hopefully that means it's on. Well, we'll find out here in a second. I'll plug it in. You to mine now, da.
You mind now, dog?
Financially, did I start out? Bobby, I worked from home for about a year or so. Yeah, the computer sees it. So I'm going to switch it over so you all can see that iTunes sees this. It's installing the driver right now. So I'm going to switch to that screen. So installing device driver. It should say Apple Mobile here in a second whenever it starts to install. When I started out, I worked from home for about 2 years and then decided to open a store after my buddy told me that I need to branch out and do that. So I decided I would. Let me see if I can get the passcode in this thing, if I can even see it. Alright, I can see the screen. Alright, let's see. Swipe. Oh, fuck. Let me peel this screen protector off. See if I can fucking see this screen. But I worked at home for a long time, and then I decided it was time to get a spot after my buddy told me I should get one. And after getting a store, I don't even know if I can read this. Is there a passcode on here? Fucking no. How the hell am I supposed to get your contacts? You don't give me a goddamn password. I don't understand, people. Yeah, it's got a passcode. I could hear it click. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have to ask them what their passcode is. I'll turn it off for the time being, because I don't feel like burning up the fucking board. I'll have to message them and ask them. So, that one's fixed. I'll have to get their passcode, but we should be able to retrieve their data. I may even see if maybe the screen backlight is bad and it's not the actual phone. But anyway, when I had bought a lot of equipment at home. I have a BGA Rework machine like the one Lewis uses, except without like the automated shit in the camera. It's a programmable infrared heat plate with hot air reflow on top and bottom. It's a decent unit. I bought that off a guy that used to do Xbox 360 and PS4 or PS3 repairs. I bought soldering equipment off of him. I had... What else did I have? I had just a bunch of random shit. And then after I got all that stuff, I'd made decent money. Not great or anything. Maybe like $16,000 to $18,000 a year just working from home, and then I would do side jobs just to make some extra cash. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough to get by on. I maybe kept $100 or so in my bank account, but it was enough to pay the bills. Just couldn't risk anything big happening. And then it got a little busier when I started doing MacBook repairs, because I could buy MacBooks and fix them and then sell them and make like $300-400 at a pop, and they would sell quick. I could sell them on eBay and make money within the week. And then we started buying phones when they used to do the trade-in plans. So you buy a phone, a carrier would offer you money for your phone, in return you would get an upgraded new phone. Well, now they do the next plan and stuff, so you don't have that option. So I had a friend that worked at the local Bluegrass store, which is a Verizon subsidiary company, so they have all Verizon phones. Well, iPhone 4s, or iPhone 5s, 5C, and 5S were all good. If you had an unlocked phone, you could sell them for a shit ton on eBay. So we would buy, like Bluegrass offered $125 trade-in, we would offer $150 cash. And he would tell them, do you want $125 credit? Or my buddy here can give you $150 cash for it. So most people offered $150 cash, took the cash. Because most people don't give a shit about applying a credit to their account. It doesn't mean as much to them. So we would buy like $1,200 in phones at a time and flip them for like $4,000. So we would make really fast money on them. And then after I saved up a little bit there, I started looking for a business. I got to about $2,000 or $3,000 saved up, and I looked for a business place, and we found a place here that happened to be a friend had rented the place, and we got a really good deal on it. So I jumped on it, and we've grown pretty fucking fast, I think. The first year we didn't do crazy amount. I think we did like gross like 86,000 or something like that. And then this year is on track to do hopefully almost double that. I don't know if it'll make it, but
We will, Chris.
well, so far we're averaging about $3,000 to $4,000 more a month than we were last year, but we'll see. I'd like to expand it. That way Micah can... We're trying to get another store. That way Micah can work on that one. And I can get Micah trained in more of the micro soldering stuff. And I can hire people just to do the front end stuff more. And then we've got a place out at our local flea market that we work on too. So that place... The flea market money we don't account into the business. But now it's going to be... It'll be more of a, it'll be more tied to the business now because we've kind of separated from the person we were with out there. I'm looking at the video feed over here on the left. But I think it's something that anybody can do. You just have to have a passion for this stuff. Like, if it feels like work to you and it really doesn't, like, you don't enjoy it that much, it's not a good field to be in for you. Like, when we do this, I don't know how Micah feels, but when I work on this stuff, I don't ever really feel like I'm working much.
It just depends on what I'm working on.
Yeah, unless it's HTC 1s or Moto X's.
Yeah. The Samsungs aren't as bad anymore.
We do sell refurbished devices, Eddie, to customers. It's rare, though. That's something... The space that we're in, our seating area is right there. It's got space for maybe 4 people, and we have one shelf and one shelf in the window, so there's really not a whole lot of space to sell much. We sell...
The crossing thing worth selling very often.
Yeah, it's honestly, like device sales, I'd have to have more space to sell a lot more because the profit margins on devices is not much, and I don't expect to make a lot on profit margin on devices. I don't buy faulty phones on eBay at all. Do not buy phones on eBay. You're going to get the shittiest fucking stuff. Yeah, everything's going to be iCloud locked. I buy MacBooks on eBay, but only specific kind that match the criteria that I'm okay with buying. Yeah, TCRS, I agree. Like, when I'm working on a board, like, man, hours go by and I won't notice it. Like, when I do these streams, like, when I worked on this phone, it feels like I've only been doing this 20 minutes and it's almost an hour, so. Let's see, what else is there to work on? So, what do you have anything that's been taken apart yet, or no? You have the note, don't you? Did you just drop a screw?
Drop a screw when
You drop testing screws?
I got plenty of those screws right here.
I think if you do what you enjoy, it never feels like work. So, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, I really don't think that you should do it, honestly. I mean, yeah, you have responsibilities, you got to pay bills, but I think if you're really good at something, you should prioritize most of your things towards what you think you're really good at and what you enjoy doing, and become the best at it. Spend time and become really good at it.
You're the best. Oh.
Yeah, Micah did the old Sprint pin drop commercial idea. Yep. There's a screw somewhere. I'm sure we've got plenty of Samsung screws.
Of extra screws around there.
I was sad we couldn't get the iPhone 5 last night working. Not surprised, but just was hoping that we could. This one's baseband, and I'm gonna do this one today because I think we're caught up. We got like 4 iPads that have charging issues. Actually 3 now. We fixed one of them. One was a charging port.
Okay, I'll be there.
But he's got a Note 5 that has some liquid damage. We're going to look at it here shortly. He's getting us some sweet treats here in a second. I'm ready, Micah. Sweet treats. All in my mouth. In my mouth. I'm really pissed off today. The iPhone 6 Plus that we got in about a week ago. Is the microscope necessary? Absolutely. If I didn't have this microscope, there's no fucking way. Maybe TriStar by eye or a larger chip, but I wouldn't want to do it. I mean, Tarman, here's an example. Let me find you a chip. And I'll show you size comparison so you get an idea. I'll do a TriStar since I said that I might be able to do one by eye. Alright, so this is TriStar. So that's a TriStar chip. We'll flip it over here. It's got a grid array of 6 by 6. So there's 36 solder points under that. So that's the size of the entire IC. And here I'll grab a dime. So this is a US dime. And that's TriStar. So you have an idea of how small this stuff is. So you absolutely need a microscope. And that TriStar is a fairly large component that you work on quite often. Most of the other stuff, capacitors and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find a cap that I knocked off last night. So this is a large cap for an iPhone. This is one of the VCC main caps that I knocked off. This is a fairly large package. That's a VCC main cap size. Let me turn the brightness down there so you can see that. So that's the capacitor for VCC main. And that's a fairly large cap. There's I think 2 steps smaller than that one. So, I mean, this stuff's fairly small. Some of these resistors and stuff, if you knocked it off the board and didn't see where it went, it really just looks like a piece of dirt. Like, it's real hard to see them again. Hey! Delicious treats. Mike has got him a stand fan.
Paper blower.
Paper blower, yeah. You're a gentle lady and a scholar.
Shut the fuck up.
Alright. Thanks. Thank you. You're welcome. What is this?
What do you mean by is this?
Num
Oh
nums.
my god, that's so good.
Num nums. Should have had you get me orange.
Do they make any orange?
I don't know, but if they don't, they need to.
Yeah. They taste good though. I don't care. It's good.
That's good. I'm glad.
Resistor? Alright, hold on. I may have to pull one off.
Who are you listening to?
Let me pull one off the board.
Huh?
I'm talking to YouTube. Hey, myself, what are you doing? Nothing, myself.
Bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks, myself. I don't have a board over here. Mike, can you give me a board?
This is live
For what?
streaming?
I don't know, just any of them.
This is live streaming?
Yep. Who's gonna come over here? Alright, I'll take one of these off this S4 board. You wanna be on live stream?
Not really.
You wanna say hi to all these gentlemen?
All the nerds throughout the world.
Hi, gentlemen.
That's Micah's wife. She hates everyone, so.
It's true.
She especially hates YouTube.
Fucking hate you two.
She said YouTube's just full of a bunch of losers. Now she's digging through our candy bags. Get out our candy bags. Alright, so this is the smallest form factor resistor.
That's my favorite part of Mortal Kombat.
If I can get it off my tweezers. Get off here. Get off there.
Scorpion
Get out of there. Get in his ear.
drags Johnny Cage
Get in his ear.
into Outworld.
Get in his ear.
And he turns
Get off my
around
finger.
and he says, "Welcome." Pow!
Alright, so that's the smallest package resistor that you'll see on the
I
phone.
had a shitty day.
We'll turn the brightness down and see if we can focus this a little more.
I was literally on the phone for 5 hours.
So there you go. That's the smallest component. It fits in the ear of Eisenhower.
It wasn't their fault. They did the best they could. 'Cause those computers fucking suck.
There's a Roosevelt. I can't remember. No, it's not Roosevelt. It's gotta be Eisenhower, right? No, it's not Eisenhower. It's FDR. Yeah. Never mind. FDR.
They didn't even have. They didn't, however, have the
FDR.
computer on its way
They didn't?
that had the
E
hard
pluribus
drive.
unum.
Yeah, they did.
I don't know my presidents very well. Probably should.
What?
It's FDR, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up. FDR? FDR.
The
Delano Roosevelt.
Dilma.
What are you talking about? Why?
Your mother.
Mhm.
Let's see. FDR. Yeah, FDR. Cool.
How much of a following do you have?
Following, we have. Let me see.
There's Bobby. I know there's Bobby.
Yeah, it's FDR.
Fucking Bobby.
Is Bobby here?
Yeah, you was talking to Bobby earlier.
Oh, that. Yeah, that Bobby.
No, not that Bobby.
That's
Will be.
Landlord Bobby.
that's plug and play Bobby. To you.
Plug and
Plug and play Bobby. Let's see. How many subs do we have?
That's the only one I remember. Is
I have to open a new tab.
You're always talking to Bobby.
Bobby.
Bob.
Slow talking Tom.
Tits McGee.
315 subs.
Like that person was looking at your shop like this.
Just looking at the
And then they ran into somebody.
He was looking up, not
Huh?
eye level.
Oh.
Oh, so there he is. I guess he was looking at displays.
I told you.
It's probably the guy for the charging port.
He's got tattoos.
Yeah, I think so. Oh no. I don't know who that is.
Some guy stands.
Never mind.
They do.
I'm gonna go ask
You got the Note 5 open yet?
How man?
The screws are hard to get out. Which stick, they don't want to come out with knives.
Chris, you need to expand your business so I can also work here and not.
I'm trying.
Can you open a phone, Hillary?
Actually, I'm trying.
No, I can. I'm a.
If we can get business busy enough, I'm going to open a store in Franklin.
I'm an awesome secretary.
I'm just saying, we'll have a business in Franklin.
Friendly.
And you'll be working at it.
Will I?
Yep. Ashley will be working at it, and Mike will work at it. We'll rotate out.
Oh.
Where's the Simul-Focal tool?
Hot tweezers are very
Oh,
good
check
if you
out.
don't need them. Simul-Jack, do you need one? Hurry up, people on live stream are getting bored waiting on you to take this apart.
Oh.
Are tweezers a valid What are you doing?
Oh, I was trying to make money, but you can't fucking see your head.
My head's too big. Valid example that two things can be equal with the same point.
Okay, I'm going home.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be home
You're not
at
welcome.
7.
Oh, you're not welcome either then.
I had a shitty day. Shitty day.
I know you told me, baby. I'm sorry.
Actually, you should have had an easy day. Y'all didn't have to do anything.
Other people didn't have to do anything. I had to do stuff.
Did you have to sit there and talk to people on the phone all day?
Yeah, she was like, will you unplug this cord and plug it back in? Will you
Probably
go
should
back
have
to
unplugged
the
that first.
computer?
Well, at least you got to sit in the office.
I didn't get to sit in the office.
You should have.
Go back out to the register computer.
Oh
Oh.
my god, this thing's so good.
You were IT today.
Yes, I was IT today.
Jesus Christ, we're going to hire you.
I was IT.
You were it. I was tech support.
And then I said, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. Get the fuck out of
I was
here.
tech support for your mom last night.
Yeah, you were.
And
And
then
you told her.
what was one of
Alright, so hopefully this is just corrosion on that LCD connector, and that's all this is.
Saying that too. Like, it's your job. I was like, it's not my job. I don't have to do this.
Saying what to?
Because I said, you're welcome.
Oh.
So they had the computers working for them tonight because they didn't want to stay
Oh.
while they were trying to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, it's your job. I was like, nah, it's not my job.
It's my life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever.
Something is my job.
Just so y'all know, I can't sing.
Figured it out.
Chris, you have a beautiful voice.
Oh my god. Why?
IT or IT Pennywise.
Whatever.
Whatever.
God, the door.
See you, Bobby. Alright, so this note was having issues with no display and flickering. As you can see, we had some corrosion on the cable there and on the connector, which is now gone. So hopefully that's all it was, and this is going to be an easy fix. Or I'm going to plug this back in and it's not going to work. And it's going to be actually damage on the LCD itself, which in that case we're going to tell him he needs to go file for an insurance claim. You doing anything, phone? Turn on. And turn on, phone. Oh, lights on. No image though. Ooh, something's getting really hot.
Hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, phone's turned on, but no image. Alright, so let's see here. We're still getting hot as shit. Fucking power management or whatever the fuck this thing is up here is getting hot as piss. Anybody know what that chip is? Is that power management? No, that's power management. What's this one? So hot. Very hot. Burns the skin. So I'm going to pull the battery. Yeah, definitely if you're going to practice, do it on donor boards. Alright, so let's test for some shorts and see what we got. Ohm short to ground. Does anybody know what these are supposed to read? What does this even go to? It goes to there. It goes to the LCD panel. Do we have corrosion under this chip? You've been in, I don't know Samsungs very well, so they're kind of a guess for me. And usually ZXW has none of the schematics that you need. I'll open it and see, but if anybody knows what that chip is in particular, the writing on it is, if you want to look it up, MP802 600Y881521DVN. So that's all the numbers. If you can figure out what the chip is, I have a feeling it has something to do with LCD, because this line here is a 0 ohm short to this cap, and that's output on the LCD connector. So, and that is also reading, well, maybe not, hold on. No, I fucked myself. I was fucking myself, people. Those are all ground. Let me see if I can find this thing. Those are grounds, so they're gonna beep. Alright, so that doesn't go to any of that shit. These are reading both dead short to ground. I'm gonna pull this chip off. I have a feeling there's corrosion under it. Stop yelling at me, Hakko.
Hakko, stop. That's abusive.
That's abusive, Hakko. That is very true, Lynn. 2 of the same exact stations does not mean that you will have the same exact results. Pure good example of that is Paul Daniels has the same hot air station that I do, but when he tried to use the settings that I use, it did not work for him. Looks like the LCD panel over here is pretty clean. You can't really see under here though. Our water indicator is definitely tripped.
Your settings work for me.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're exactly the same. I haven't gone over and tested yours to see.
Well, I think it's more of like an atmosphere type of thing.
Yeah, it could be atmosphere. I mean, humidity, heat in the room, your sea level.
Yeah.
I mean, everything plays into how the solder will melt. So, all right. So we're gonna pull.
That was delicious.
CPU's over here, so we should be okay on heat.
Smoke cigarette put together. That pan down with this symbol.
Pin 1 is in this top corner, so I'm gonna mark over here so I know where pin 1 is. I'm gonna put some flux around here, and we'll pull this chip and see if it's fucked up or not. If it is, I've got a parts board back there, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully we have this chip on it. Alright, looks okay. Let's flip the chip over and look. I don't really see anything corrosion wise under there. Let's get in closer and see if we see any weirdness here. I mean, that chip looks pretty good. So let's see if our short's still there. So our short's gone without the chip though. Like that was 0 ohm short to ground when this chip was on. I can't imagine that ground would have a filter on it. Let's see, where's this chip orientation? Alright, so like this. So we'll flip it over and check the second pin down, which would be here, I think. Let's check for a ground under the chip and see if it's internally shorted. Alright, so this pin up here is one of the 2 that was showing short. So second here, we need to go 3 up here and 1 over. Alright, and then 5th one down. That's showing a short now. Alright, well fuck it. We'll put it back on. The verdict on the iPhone 4S is that it turns on now. It has no backlight, and I've got to call the company that sent it here and get the password because it has a password lock on it, so I can't get anything off of it right now. Alright, just form those back up. Since we had a clean pull, we should be able to sit this right back down on there. I do this pretty regularly. I haven't had any problems out of it. Just sitting the chip back in place. The key is just to get it closely aligned. That way the chip's not shifting very far when it melts. If it has to shift a long distance, you're in a high chance of getting shorts. Okay, I'm going to heat this for a second and then add a little bit of flux. Alright, now this should sit right down on its spot. Alright, so it's back in place. We can check that. Yeah, it's level. Let's see if our short's back. Thank you. Let's see our short's back. I mean, it is dead short to ground too. And it makes no sense though, because I checked those pads while it was flipped and it wasn't shorted. I mean, it is 0 ohm short to ground there. Let's see what diode reading gives me. 0 across the board on the voltage drop. Let me go grab the parts board and see what it reads. Give me 1 second.
Oh no! It should be there. If it's not there, it's in the bin.
Which bin?
The one with the phone.
Here's our babies.
Oh no. Oh no. There we go. Hold on, I'm coming.
Let me check this one, I guess. This computer, the back of the box is up there, but something. No, the parts of the phone are there. On which one?
My socket stuff.
Lightning birds, I care what you think. Did it get divided up into the baggies? No. Those are S4 boards. Tom fuckery. Uh-oh. Hope those screws weren't important.
Which one?
In the tray?
Up top?
No.
What tray?
On your soldering desk.
Oh god.
Were they?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
They were in the little fucking screen tray. One of the cases that the phones come, or the screens come in.
Oh, no, it probably went to a spare phone.
Okay, good. I was like, they're on the floor somewhere now. I don't see it, buddy. Let me see if it's up here. It's an iPhone board. You know what it looks like? Looks like this.
It's like glue and yeah.
Well, what the fuck? WTF, mate? WTF?
I didn't mean up there. I meant down here. Remember I told you all it does.
I got a
See it down here?
S6 here. Might be the same. Those are not the same. No, S6 is different. I was hopeful. I was hopeful there. It's disappeared on us. We need it back, Micah. What are you all talking about? Iron much nicer to use. I've been pretty happy with my Hakko. Let's see, do they have Note 5 on here? Oh, they do. Oh, while Mike is looking for that, we can look up the board. Alright, so Note 5. This ice cream's cold. Very, very cold. Alright, so this chip obviously goes exactly where we could visually see, but should not be tied to ground. So I really need a parts board to test it. Find it? No.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close? Okay.
No 5. Oh, wait. What's this? This is it? Haha! Right in front of me the whole time. Alright, so No 5 board. Woohoo! And the cover's still on, so that means I haven't scavenged this part yet. Yay, it's there. Now we can do some direct diode readings now. So on our board, our diode reading here is 0. On this board, it's 0.324. So I'm going to swap out that IC, because that IC is bad. What do you all think? You think it's bad? I think it's bad. Mike is making a mess. Well, fuck. Let me see if I can separate. I'm gonna have to probably just reball this chip. So we'll clean this up after it gets warmed up. So did he want us to pull the chip on that S4 and read it?
He says he's gonna try to find the spare phone first before I gotta do that.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be a cool one to show on stream. A chip off recovery for an S4. We've done a few of them. I don't know how the system reacts if it has a password or not, though. So I was interested to see if this one had a password, how it reacts, because so far the ones we've done have not had passwords on them. I don't know if there's encryption there that won't allow it, or Dude, tell you what, fucking the pot industry is a fucking huge industry. Legally and illegally. But I can see that it would drive fucking, especially like electrical companies and companies that do any type of electrical work, it would drive them pretty well.
Can't wire all those lights up.
Wouldn't be a bad industry to be in. I would be in the pot equipment repair and installation industry, honestly. If it becomes legal here, I'm definitely going to do something oriented towards the business. Because it's going to grow fast as shit. And I would go to that industry quickly to make some money.
Oh, that's so bad.
I do.
That Maui Wowie.
That wow, 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 wow. That how long P-Tong.
Backwards ass threads.
I'm going to stop trying to do that before I destroy this chip because it's the only one I got. Over here trying to grip the chip to pick it up. Not a smart idea. I end up cracking it. I don't want to crack it. I just want to get it off the board. So it's off. So we're gonna have to reball that chip. Hopefully my iPhone stencil will match it. Let's see if we have one that'll match up with the spacing here. Let's see what Mason looks like over it. Alright, so it's much finer than Mason. Let's see what Cumulus looks like over it. It's finer than Cumulus. What do we have on here that's finer than that? Maybe the center of baseband? No, it's finer than baseband. I don't know if this stencil has anything fine enough to reach this one. This one's fine, but it's not the right pattern. That's Mason. That won't work. That's way too big. That's not the same pattern. This might work, but it's just off too much. No, it's not the same pattern. Oh, I do not want to have to handball this bitch. So let's keep searching through our stencil pile. We got plenty of stencils. Oh, this one might work. I think this is a 6S. There we go. Found that it'll work. So let's put that in the corner so that we don't have to waste as much solder paste around it. There we go.
There we go. Oh. That's sweet heavenly Jesus.
About to dump all my stencils on the ground here. Alright, so let's apply some heat here. Alright, so some of those are a little uneven, so I'm going to try to rotate those to the top corner and redo that one. Alright, so let's repaste that corner up there. Alright. Reflow this. No, fuck me. That's all for row. Or just redo it. Clean it up and restart. Thought I had lined up right, but evidently I did not. I was off by a row, so it smashed out some of the solder here. Alright, so I almost wish that Apple would name all their phones a different model instead of doing 6S and 5S. Because every time somebody writes me and asks me how much for screen repair, I always quote them both prices for the two different models because people don't seem to understand that there were separate models there. And then when they come in, they're upset because the pricing you quoted wasn't right. So.
Con artist.
Con artist. You lied. No, I didn't. You lied.
You lied to me. Don't you blame this shit on me.
You lied to me.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby. Alright, so now that I've completely smeared fucking shit all in this stencil. Alright, that looks good. And hopefully we can get it out in one piece. Alrighty. We got balls. I give it to you, kid. You got balls.
You got balls of steel.
Alright, let's clean this up. Alright, let's put our chip back on here. A little dollop of flux. We marked our orientation so we know which way it faces. It's actually faced exactly the way it should. So we'll place it close to its final resting place. Okay. Let's see what our diode reading is now. It'll be a little lower since it's still warm, but hopefully it's not 0. It'd help if I was in diode mode, right? 0.258, 262, and this should increase as this gets warmer. Why is this line shorted now? Where do you go, buddy? That goes under the chip also. Oh, that's fucking dead short, so that's not good. That means that we have another problem somewhere. Now, is that issue an output? Or what is it? Where does this go, is the question. It goes to the underside of the board, under this sticker. Whatever's under the sticker.
Hey there.
Hey, I just want to see if I can get a price quote on
Alright. So you were talking about people not wanting to get iPhone 4s fixed. That guy just wanted a price quote on an iPhone 4 screen replacement. Evidently $45 was far too much. Which is okay. I'm really not happy with this. I feel like this is... Yeah, I mean this is wrong. It's not gonna work like this. I'm gonna have to pull this chip and see what the fuck's going on. Like why this is shorted out. Do we have too much solder or something? I mean it looks fine. Let's see if the line's still shorted. Maybe it's not this itself, it's the output maybe. Yeah, so the line's still shorted even with this off. So that tells me we've got a problem on this line. Well, I don't even know what this chip is still. But we have got most likely either the IC that this feeds on the other side of the board is bad, or we have a cap over here that's faulty. So we're going to start by not burning our fingers, and
Don't burn your fingers, Chris.
we'll take all the caps off the board here. Make sure that that's nice and melted. Alright, it's good now. Alright, so the output caps here, we've got 1, 2, 3. This one, let's see, are you a cap? He should be a cap. Yeah, you're a cap. You're all caps. And it goes to the other side of the board and only under this chip, whatever the fuck this is. But this chip on this side does not look per se bad. It's this chip here. I see no indication around it that anything on this would be fucked. So I don't know why it would be short. So I'm gonna hope that one of the caps is short. Snap the, yeah, and go get a burrito. Maybe. I like burritos. I might have some burritos tonight.
You're going Dairy Queen.
Yeah,
Not Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen burritos.
Dairy Queen burritos.
All right,
They
so
have Marty's, they have the Reds.
we're gonna pull these caps off here
Burritos.
and see
1 pound burrito.
if one of these is bad. So pulled 2 of them, the small one and the larger one here. Caps line's still short. Alright, so only other cap on the line. And what's the verdict? The line is still dead short to ground. So, what the fuck? Is there anything on this side that could short it? It goes straight to the chip, and I know the chip's not bad. Fuck it, let's see what it does when we put it in here now. None of these schematics are labeled, and I don't have any note fucking board or schematics to look at. None of the board views are labeled, excuse me. I don't have any schematics to look at, so this is kind of looking at ZXW and guessing what it does, and then hoping that that fixes something. Kind of a bad logic, I guess. Alright, let's see what it does when we try to power it on now. Oh, shit. Couldn't hold my finger there.
Guess who's Bizak?
Alright, so let's plug in this. Change my shit. I'll put 5 volts here. See if this displays anything. Oh, nope. It flickered. No 5. No 5. It just gets a real temporary flash on the screen and then no image. What is the issue here? Seems like it would be a power rail problem, but I don't see anything in particularly bad over here. Let's check our power rails. Diode to ground. That one's good. That should be a main power. This should be a main power. That one's good. 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 What does the XW say about these? Okay, so that stuff goes to this guy. Let's see. So we're getting probably buggy SW. Yeah, maybe. I have a Note 5 here too. I'm just looking at it right now. So it's reading OL. So let's compare that over here. Also reads OL. 392 or 394. 486, that's fine. OL. Some of these lines won't read the same because I don't have all the chips on. That's ground. The data chokes are over there. Let's see what the data lines look like. They should be pretty consistent. Data chokes are good. Bless you. I've never seen a filter on ground. Throw it in the trash. Yeah, pretty much. Note 5. Let's see. That's really weird. That coil goes to ground. Okay, so LCD is controlled by this controller up here. I'm going to compare readings around this IC to this one down here, which I know worked. 0.33, 392. Let's just meter around here and see what we get. 260. That's a little off. 260, 260, 50, 260. That's ground. Oh well. Let's look here. It measures 0. This measures 0. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to replace it because it was in the water damage anyway. Coil to ground. Yeah, that's... I don't understand that either. There's a coil on the schematic that goes to ground. The inspector. Talking about Micah.
What?
They said, has the inspector checked this one for proper operation yet? Have you drop tested?
No, not yet. Day's not over yet, though.
Day is young. Alright, so let's change out this IC here. It looks different between these two notes, and these are both the same series. Nah, fuck it, we'll change it anyway. Where's pin 1? Bottom left here and bottom left here. So those are compatible. Which coil goes to ground? It's this one right here. It goes to ground on the other one too, so I know it's correct. Alright, that should be good. Let's see what we get. Jesus and Jeans on live stream. Doing nothing but drop testing.
Jesus
Drop testing.
Oh. Only on occasion.
Only on occasion.
It's random inspection.
Random inspection. Yeah, you can't tell people when you're going to inspect them. They know. Then they're ready for it.
My phone's good. I put it in a good case.
Mhm.
It's great.
Oh, drop test.
Oh.
Drop tested that one. Alright, let's see if we have any change or if we've just done nothing. Nope. It's still just flashing. So one last desperation attempt. We'll run some alcohol on the backside of this LCD and see if it cleans up any corrosion that might be under it. Do you have that syringe?
What's syringe?
Injection for alcohol?
The diabetes one or?
WD-40? Huh? I get rid of water. Yeah, the diabetes needle.
Can you fill it up for you? I think you can handle it, Chris. I'll let you handle all of it.
About to do some heroin. No.
And shoot yourself up.
Micah brings needles in like these for board repair work. Look at that tip. Look at this shit.
It'll get you.
Look at that thing. Look at that. Heroin. Let's see if we can even pick up some.
Yeah, the tip, yeah, because with that.
We got that alcohol. Left out the lighter. Hold on, you gotta do it the doctor way.
You have flicking gel air bubbles up the top.
Yeah.
You gotta encourage it.
You gotta. Okay. So we're gonna squirt alcohol under here. Try to purge out any corrosion that might be under here. Let's see what's under this here sticker. More components. Looking all pretty and shit. Honestly, this is last chance option. I don't know what else to do with it. Alright, so we're out of alcohol. We'll cap our heroin needle back up. Throw it at Micah. It's closed, retard.
I know, but they can still puncture through those little plastic caps.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can. That's how my dad's pricked himself a few times.
How? It has to physically push through.
Yeah, they will.
No, the plastic has to push through the plastic.
Yeah, but they're sharp enough that they will.
No, not the needle.
I've watched him accidentally prick himself with one before.
Not the needle, bro.
Yeah.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. The plastic cap sits on a ridge of plastic. It would have to break through that ridge of plastic first.
Yeah, but they can.
Well, it's not going to by doing that. You don't have alcohol poisoning in your bloodstream.
Alcohol poisoning, Chris. Throw around me, guys.
Eighth Amendment rights. Is that the amendment where you can kill yourself? It's already 7, Micah. It's time to go home.
Yeah, it is time to go home.
This is my last try. If this doesn't do anything, I quit. Nope. LCD's fucked.
Put it back together then.
Yeah. I guess I could try blowing it out. Give me your compressed air real quick. I'm gonna try to blow air up in between the screen and the frame.
Was it very wet?
No, but where it got it sucks.
Running through the home button?
No, up near the speaker.
Huh.
It's still. I'm thinking it destroyed the LCD panel.
Right?
Huh?
Great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still doing the same thing. Just fucking. As soon as you plug it in, it just flashes once and nothing. So I would guess I replaced. There was one thing that was shorted out, but I don't know if it had directly to do with the LCD panel. If I replaced it, the short went away. So I was hoping that was what it was. No change. Replaced the LCD driver that actually turns the LCD on. No change. So it's got to be the panel. So
That's
In-
250.
the screen itself is $225. That's no labor. That's just the screen. So you'd be better off going through insurance. Do you have options just to say you lost it? I mean, that way you don't have to wait on anything. They'll just send the phone out.
They send the phone out. Regardless, I have a phone.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd probably be the best option at this point.
I may might just buy it.
Well, if you get it under insurance, though, I mean, you can sell a brand new phone when the new one comes out.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was talking to AT&T.
Yeah.
Wait, Chris, did you leave the camera on this?
Oh, it's right here.
I was talking to AT&T, and they said that I might even insurance might even upgrade new phones.
When the new one comes out?
5 anymore.
Yeah, when the new one
So
comes
I'm
out.
liable to get a 7 or something like that.
The
Oh
8
man,
or
Chris,
something.
you screwed me.
You just gotta pull the
I
board.
gotta pull the whole board out here.
Hard times for you, Micah.
Yeah.
Damn,
Man.
it sucks. I just knew that thing would dry out and then it would start working again.
Those LCD panels, man, are fucking finicky. Those home buttons don't leak. They've got glue all the way around the outside of them.
Oh, really?
They're a pain in the dick just to get off the screen. So if it leaked in that way, I'd be surprised. I'd say it came in through the ear speaker area, because most of the corrosion we found was up at the very top, near where it would come in.
It was weird because it worked for a while
Mm-hmm.
after it got wet.
Yep.
I guess it finally made its way down in there.
Liquid gets, well, rain in general. I mean, most water that you find outside, if it's not like deionized or distilled water, it's got minerals. It's got all kinds of shit in it. The water itself's not
Rainwater's
conductive.
probably the worst.
Yeah, rainwater's got quite a bit of shit in it. But water itself, like distilled water, you can put electronics in it. It's so resistive that it won't conduct electricity. Like it has to be really high voltage.
Really?
Now you're talking like those ballast transformers do like 10,000 volts or something like that. It takes that much power to arc through water.
Hmm.
Like if you just took normal DC voltage, it won't do shit.
Really?
Did you see its corrosion down near the
Charge flux?
yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Not for the screen.
You know, that is weird now that you say there's corrosion in there because when I plug it in, sometimes it would, beep like it's charging
Mhm.
that little thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it wouldn't.
Um,
Sometimes the screen worked, sometimes it didn't.
yeah. I mean, you can keep digging with it. It may dry out. Maybe you'll get lucky. We had a lady that brought her phone in here that was fucked up. She let it sit for months, and she said all of a sudden it started working again. I was like, okay. Lucky.
I ain't gonna do that. What's that phone worth if I did an insurance claim and they sent me another note for?
Probably $300.
So I'm making any more fucking with
Be a good phone until you upgrade.
that. In 10 days.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Is your deductible that high?
$250.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How many claims you made?
Couple.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, maybe it's like
That
$100.
one's had a claim on it once like a year ago. And then my daughter did one 2-3 months ago.
Yeah. Yep.
I couldn't find her old iPhone. I know it used to be in the drawer at the house. I couldn't find
Sold it.
it. No.
Drugs. Micah just gave me a heroin needle.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, here, man, take this stuff. It's good.
Go out back.
You should take this. It's the good stuff.
Hell yeah. You'll ruin your entire life. It's fine.
That's a keep doing. You can stop.
Lightning's blurry. Hurry up, Micah.
Huh?
Alright. A few minutes to be back together, and then we're going the fuck home. It's been a slow day. We ain't done much. What all we work on today other than those iPads? That fucking
I
computer.
finished up that glued together laptop.
I need to find a 6S parts phone so I can fix this one over here.
I thought I was going to get lucky. My ex has got a Note 4
Yeah.
that she bought under my plan. And I had the Note 4 forever. I was like, oh shit. She's got one. I use all the parts off it. Hers just don't turn on.
Yeah.
Quit charging one day one doesn't turn on. So I was like, should I take everything out of that, put it in mine?
That would work.
But that's a Note 5. Hers
Oh,
is
what's
4.
her for?
I
Yeah.
called her, I was like, I'm coming to get it. She said, alright. I called her right back and said, never mind.
Turn around.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Just kidding. I was super excited. I was like, I don't have to buy nothing.
Let's see. Jacob. YouTube's watching you.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wave. Hi, YouTube.
You got a channel or something?
Yeah. 11 people watching right now.
Dang, Chris, it's not very many. The numbers are slipping.
I know. We had 27 yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch you fix the stuff, huh?
Yep. Where in Ohio are you? Are you talking to me? I'm not in Ohio.
Cincinnati.
She must have fuses me the same.
Anybody on there works?
Sorry, I was typing. I don't know how far back it was muted. Anyway, 6 and 6S. We give about $40 for the board, unless it's got like a screen and stuff. if we have a screen and stuff, it's price of the screen plus the board cost. Muted post insurance fraud. No, I don't think it can be insurance fraud because you can just say you lost it. So, I mean, literally, you could just chuck your phone down the hallway and then say I lost it.
Might have a good live feed for this Note 5. Might do it.
What?
It might be ended up going down the hallway.
Yeah. I mean, fuck for real. If you need to turn it in on insurance and like, did you lose it? Yep. Don't know where it is now. Yeah, repairs are done. Repairs are done. I think this doesn't like when I'm split screening and typing on one screen. Gets pissy about it. Let's see if it mutes it if I type down here. Yeah, it still does. That's weird. So if I type in chat, even though OBDS isn't selected, it still mutes. I'm going to have to change that in settings. I'm going to make it 2 keys to mute. So mute should be... evidently you can't. Is it? Does it do it like that? No, that still didn't work. That's dumb. That needs to be changed so you can set it to 2 keys instead of 1. Like same a key combo. Alright, so let's make mute some random button I don't touch very often. We'll make it page up and page down. Alright. Now I shouldn't mute it unintentionally anymore. I wish I could do not Alt F4 but Alt anything. I did make mute a hotkey. The problem is the hotkey activates on any screen no matter if I'm in Open Broadcaster or not. It won't let you do combos. The black hole of Calcutta. Mike is almost done. Look at him, speed racer over there. Go speed racer, go speed racer, go.
Is that how the back's held on that thing?
It's taped.
Kinda, yeah. They use a different type of tape though.
Ours is stronger.
Huh.
This stuff doesn't play around.
My camera right here, it's held on with that tape.
Really?
It's pretty nuts.
Gets shipped overnight from Japan, man.
Wow.
It's just tape. I got 2 strips on there. It won't fucking move.
Man, I could have been at home on YouTube.
Jacking off.
Beep, well, I'm not gonna say that, but watching you fix my phone.
Exactly.
Show up.
You didn't even have to come here.
Man,
You'd be like
had a better
this.
view.
Yeah, I've been talking shit about you the whole time.
I believe it. This idiot.
This fucking moron takes his phone, leaves it outside.
Over electricity.
It is Sonic.
Not so good. So, my help on what? Okay.
The repairs today,
You going
3
home?
successful.
Alright, I'll fix
1 not.
That way. Okay.
Where's this case?
Oh, case.
Can I keep this longer for until I figure something out?
That's cool with me, man.
There you go, man.
Thank you. Well,
Sorry, you know.
we had a good run.
Yeah.
What do I owe y'all for this?
Another.
You sure? I don't like doing that.
There you go. Give me one of them handshakes. There you go. That's good.
Alright.
I'll see you later.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Just let me know when you get a phone.
Alright. I might do an insurance claim tonight.
Talk them down.
They're supposedly they'll tell me what I'm getting while I'm making it.
Yeah.
Before I actually pay. So I'm gonna go do that. So.
But never mind. I'm good.
I'm gonna get note 4. Nah,
See you, man. This is a strawberry smoothie thingamajigger.
No, cherry.
Cherry, excuse me.
Ice cream.
Ice cream slush.
Ice cream slush. Yeah.
But anyway,
Shit.
we're going the fuck home. You motherfuckers should go do something interesting.
Go poor Chris's mom.
Go pork Micah's mom.
You almost said it.
Do that again.
Huh?
Do that again.
Do what again?
That sound that your mom makes. S7. No. We've had some S6s, but not S7s. We've had S7 broken screens. Alright, this is done. I'm done. Micah's jingling his fucking keys. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks, gals, for watching, if there's any ladies out there. Occasionally there is. You all enjoy your day. We're going the fuck home. See you later.